Hey there, hope you guys have a good day today. Today is a Thursday 29th of May 2025, it is 9:58 in the evening. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to a new patch of Snowbreak Containment Zone, Fragments of Truth. Which is, I think this is the first time we are going to do the chapter actually live, right? Is the do the chapter the same day as the patch live. So yeah, first time for everything, man. First time for everything. So I just finished updating Snowbreak, and I still haven't done. I just opened it and still haven't done any of the daily, any of the. I already collect the bonus and stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited for it today. So once again, I hope you guys have a good day today. Let me just clear the sum of the setting, and let me just check if alright, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into the game. Snowbreak Containment Zone. So, if you guys don't know, usually when we play on the same day as the patch goes live, we'll be doing pulls together. So yeah, I can't wait to do pulls. Oh wait, what? Dang, girl, looks so fine though. Holy shit, Leaf. A battle pass, okay. A shop. Series, huh? Okay. Plus what it is, okay. Already get that. And let's look at this. Don't have anything. Right. So yeah, let's actually go to the event tab. Fragments of Truth. There you go. Oh, we already unlocked Supreme Battleground. Oh, of course, yeah, that's like already Spectre Fantasies again. Oh, I don't know. Spectre Fantasy is kinda, yeah, kinda difficult. Not difficult to be honest, but I just don't really like this kind of event to be honest. But it's fine. I can't be choosers. Beggars can be choosers, anyways, right? Yeah, there's nothing much that we can do here. There's like early trial and research station, which is, you know, material tab. I'll do this on my own time, or probably like after the stream later. The main story though, I'm not sure. I might just make a mistake here, because I'm not sure the Japanese dub is up or not. I'm just trying to play it. So yeah, I should have checked first, you know. No wonder I never done like a Snowbreak stream in the same day when the patch is up. But for the last two patch though, they deliver the Japanese dub right after the patch as well. So that's a good thing, maybe. Right, we have to pull first, guys. So yeah, let's start our pull. Oh, Shikanoko Noko Noko Koshtantan girl. There you go. Huh. Crownfield, Sonic Flash. What's this? Who's this for? Sniper rifle. Oh, is this supposed to be okay? I mean the recent one is Vidya Turbo, so let's do Vidya Turbo. Yeah. But I already have the character, so never mind. Right, let's go do some pullings. Can I buy anything? No, okay. This one I'll have to wait like another 2 days. And this one I can buy now. Buy this. Just in case. How many do I have for this? No, I don't have anything for this. I'm not sure if I want to get this or not. It's a sniper rifle, okay. That's cool. Right, let's do some echo. Don't remind me in this session. Let's do this. I don't believe I will get anything on like until, I think if anything I wouldn't get anything until like last 10 pull or something. So yeah. Yep, as usual. This is like, you know, this is like a classic stuff. I will never get it. Like before Heart Pity even. Yeah, how many do I have left? 5,000. You know what? Let's do it. How many? This should be like 40 pulls. Hello Kabuki, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Wiga bowling. Wiga bowling to you too. Wiga bowling to you. Okay, so let's do like 50. I'm not sure if this is going to be. Nope. Okay, never mind. Okay, 50 left. I think this is the last one. Yep, this is the last one. Okay, we stop at 60 pulls. So we have another 40 pulls left. Which usually, what I'm gonna look in your... Okay. You know what? I'm fine. You wanna look where? I don't really care. Oh, we got 5 of these. Yep, bye. Why not? So yeah, that's the story of how usually my pulls go on Snowbreak. Because I think ever since I play Snowbreak, there's like only one time I got someone from... I think I got Series Kesana. Only on 30 pulls, but after that, all the characters I got, it's either going to be 90 pulls or 100 pulls. That's it. Just Whale easy. Nah, I ain't gonna be like gambling. That's like proper gambling, man. I am not that kind of life. 1.24%, including guarantee. Only 0.1% orange tier base drop. I mean, it's still 100%. I ain't gonna be, you know, fuck. Ah! Right. Okay, let's do the daily first. Let's not dilly-dallying. Oh, sorry, dilly-dallying. Aha, alright. After this, we're gonna straight go play the story. Wait, how? I forgot. I need to do the Raining Fire. There you go. Very cool. Neural simulation already done. I only skip it. I don't really do like the end game that seriously, to be honest. I should though, because you know, where's this? Yeah, not Star Master. Where is it? Operation. Is it Operation? Not giggling. Fuck. Where is it? There you go. Paradoxical Labyrinth. I should do this, to be honest, when I have my free time. I always say that when I have my free time. But in the end, until like the patch gone, I still haven't done anything. That's the story of how lazy I am to do the end game in every gacha game that I played. Even though they give me a lot of stuff, right? So yeah, it's on me though. It's on me. It's my fault. Right, let's continue. Okay, right. We got 500, and then we have another 5. So we need another 300 to make it 5 pulls, and then we can continue. You know what? Whatever. Right. Let's go with the story. So usually on the prologue they don't have any voice yet. Only on when you put on the when you go to the first note, you can the voice is there. Oh, no prelude. Oh, there you go, the prelude. Yggdrasil headquarters, Tao's office. Caroline handed me an envelope. What's this? An appointment letter from the Academica Acropolis. The petite girl was seated in the chair that normally belonged to Tao. Her elbows rested on the desk, fingers interlocked beneath her chin as her sharp, intelligent eyes studied me. I had too many questions rattling around in my head to tease her about the imposing act she was trying so hard to put on. An appointment later? I muttered those unfamiliar words, ones I had not heard in a long time. Letting their meaning sink in, clicking my tongue, I tried to piece together Tao's intention. She wants me to smuggle someone into the Acropolis? An undercover informant, maybe? The currency-based incident had wrapped up some time ago. Edda, the singular AI entity, had finally completed her long orchestrated evolution. Since then, we returned to Yggdrasil to recuperate, waiting for things at the Acropolis to settle. During that time, Tao had briefly regained consciousness during her treatment and passed some information to Caroline. That's why I was here. I needed to know what Tao had told her. Edda was Tao's creation. That made her the closest thing to an expert on dealing with Edda. But was Tao really planning to send in a spy? Just as I frowned at the thought, the petite intelligence officers lifted her chin and threw out an answer I never saw coming. Not someone, you. Me? I blink, taking a second to process before pointing finger at myself. The company is embedding you, and your operative as security specialist makes it easier for you to dig around inside the Acropolis. Security specialist? A brief silence fell as I hesitated. I could see what they were aiming for. Saving face, huh? As sharp as ever, Jatan. The Acropolis top brass know exactly who you are and why you are going there. Slapping a security specialist label on you is just their way of saving face. If Yggdrasil came barging in with an official investigation, the Acropolis credibility will take a nosedive. For them to fold this quickly, whatever happened at the Charon Sea base must have really rattled them. Oh, they are rattled, no doubt about it. But it's not just the Titan descent. Edda got her eyes on them now, and that's not a mess just anyone can clean up. Right now, the Acropolis needs us. We could have twisted their arm harder, but honestly, letting them keep a shred of dignity means a bigger payout in the long run. Anyway, just because you shut down Edda plans back at the base, don't go thinking this investigation going to be a walk in the park. I know what kind of opponent I'm dealing with. I know better than to underestimate her. And Director Tao also said this. Caroline trailed off, leaning back in her chair. When she spoke again, her voice had slowed, deliberate, measured. The sea base was just a stepping stone for her. Oh, so Edda have another plan. She's a greedy little girl. It's pretty clear she wants more. But greedy kids always bites off more than they can chew. All you have to do is wait for her to choke, then step in and teach her a lesson. Yeah, correction! Give Edda correction. Wait, what? She said it so casually, like a parent predicting their unruly child's inevitable stumble, just waiting for the perfect moment to swoop in with some discipline. But something fell off. I gave Caroline a skeptical look, that poised confidence, that knowing glint in her eye, like she already had the entire board map out. Then it hit me. Caroline? What? You've got questions? No, it's just that I just realized you've been talking like Tao this whole time. That just so I could explain everything to you more clearly. Director Tao put me in charge of delivering this message, and I take accuracy very seriously. This is the best way to avoid any miscommunication. Sorry, oh my god, suddenly my flu caught out in my throat, the phlegm. I shrugged, watching Coralie. Not Coralie from Honkai Impact. God damn it. I shrugged, watching Caroline, legs crossed, the tip of her small foot swinging slightly, settle comfortably into the boss chair. She was obviously enjoying herself playing the role of Tao. I decided to let her have fun. She was my adorable Miss Intelligent Officer after all. Oh, and here's the official list of the personnel joining you in this mission. Take a look. Trying to brush past the awkward moment, Caroline quickly stuffed a document into my hands. I took it and glanced at the names, then did a double take, rubbing my eyes. This is definitely not a lineup I've ever worked with before. Oh, get used to it. At this rate, you'll have an entire army of girls following you around. She's jealous. I mean, if you want, you can join us instead, Caroline. She trails off, rolling her eyes adorably. Heh. I let out a slightly awkward chuckle, then noticed a small note on the back of the sheet. This is 2 additional operatives will be stationed nearby, monitoring the Acropolis from close range. Think of them as your safety net. Got it. Just seeing those 2 names was reassuring. Is it Leaf and Fanny? Oh, Tess. Huh. It's been a while since I saw Tess. She's probably going to be the next operative that will get new exosuit then. One was the most versatile card in my private deck. Oh, Acacia! On the other hand, dangerous and mesmerizing, but those sharp edges are for our enemies alone. Nice. They looked into Philosia a month ago. If you're looking for sharp allies, these experts are your best bet. Half an hour later, I was seated inside the aircraft. The 3 operatives accompanying me had finished gearing up, and after an intense game of rock, paper, scissors, they took their places around me. Frisia, having lost, ended up 2 seats away from me. She craned her neck over Vidya, pouting as she glared at Ichel. Oh, hello Ichel, who was gleefully swinging her legs in the seat beside me. Ichel, how did your fist beat my pepper? Wait, what? How? Because my fist is super strong. Huh. But that's not the rules of rock, paper, scissors. Rules? Blah, I hate rules. Need correction, sorry. Justin, you be the judge here. Achel instantly tensed up, while Frisia gave me a pleading look, her eyes sparkling with expectation. Thinking for a moment, I came up with a compromise. I patted my thigh, offering her the exclusive seat. Hey, nice one, Justin. Nice one. Huh? You mean I can sit on your lap? Well, I guess I'm fine with this arrangement. Frisia's eyes lit up, but before she could move, Achel abruptly hopped down from her precious spot. Huh, what are you doing, Achel? I lost at rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, you're damn right. Huh. I'm being gravish loser. The seat is yours. Before the words had even fully left her mouth, she launched herself into my lap, securing her new spot like she belonged there. It's gracious loser. I corrected her phrasing. That's what I mean. You are so warm and cozy, Jatan. Poor Frisia. Oh my god. It wasn't until that moment that Frisia fully processed what had just happened, sorry. Then in a flurry of movement, she fumbled with her seatbelt before jumping to her feet. That's not fair, Achel, you sneaky little... But wait a second. According to Flight Safety Regulation number 32, only one person is allowed to proceed. This is not safe. I don't know what you're talking about. You sound way too confident for that line. Anyway, this is dangerous. You need to get down. It's fine, the Ejatan will protect me. Oh. Right, Ejatan? Yeah, I will. It had been a while since Achel got to go on a mission with me. I understood why she was acting this clingy. I held Achel so close. I cannot read actually. I held Achel close while also trying to calm Frisia, who had latched onto my arm in protest. Then, out of concern, my eyes drifted to Vidya. While the other two were locked in their heated battle over seating arrangement, Vidya had remained unusually quiet beside me the entire time. She was just sitting there, smiling. Though curiously, her cheeks had taken on a slight, suspicious flush. Vidya, you okay? Yes, I'm totally fine. Why do you ask, Ejatan? Because you have been spacing out this whole time. Spacing out? Well, that's, I definitely wasn't picturing us on a peaceful honeymoon getaway. Vidya clutched her face with a coy smile, the blush on her cheeks deepening. So that's what's going on. Vidya's reaction was practically confession. Both Frisia and Achel immediately turned to stare at her. I said I wasn't thinking about that. Vidya awkwardly ducked her head, lifting the book in her lap as a makeshift shield. I raised an eyebrow when I saw the cover. The Unspoken Truth, a mystery novel? Yes. You are into mystery novels now? Hehe, well. She adjusted her glasses, a sharp glint flashing across the lenses. It's for my films. I've never worked in this genre before, so I figured I'd step outside my comfort zone for once. I've been researching a ton lately, but of course, you are far more important than any plan I've got in my mind. So mystery novels we'll have to do while we are on this mission. Oh, sorry about that. Research? I've been poring over the real case file, studying actual investigative procedures. At this point, I think I could solve a pretty complicated case myself. If we do run into a mystery, I just might get my chance to prove it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not likely. Huh? Why not? Don't get me wrong, I'm not doubting your skills, but we hardly ever stumble on mysteries as it is. And at the Acropolis, there shouldn't be any unsolved crimes lying around either. She spoke with pride, even puffing out her chest a little. Whatever she have as a chest a little. After all, the Academica Acropolis isn't some lawless wasteland. It's a respected sanctuary of knowledge. True, unlike mystery novels, our world doesn't run on deduction as its fundamental logic. Hello Joy Boy, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. As you can see, we are playing Snowbreak Containment Zone today. Snowbreak Containment Zone, there you go. A new patch, so this is like a whole new chapter 15 part 1. Exactly, our world runs on science. As the girl chatted, the aircraft hatch sealed shut. With a pre-flight checks complete, the engines hummed to life. As we began taxiing into takeoff position, I helped Fragments buckle up, then held Ichel close in my arms as I strapped us both in. Just as we were about to set off, stray thoughts flickered through my mind. Oh, yogurto. Oh, miss yogurt. So I think this is Sharon Sea Base. Sharon Sea Base, Edda, the Academica Acropolis, the 3. Then a sudden jolt and the crushing force of acceleration snapped me back to reality. With a mechanical whir, the aircraft lifted off, ascending into the sky. Once we reached cruising altitude, I left my eyes drift shut, hoping to use the quiet to catch up on some sleep. But just as I closed my eyes, Ichel stirred in my arms, pressing her full weight against me, then tucked a neck pillow around my neck. Here, Egerton, it's really comfy. I've tested it myself. And here, put this on, you'll sleep better that way. Vidya hand, lightly scented with a faint, soothing fragrance, oh my god, how do I pronounce this? Slip a sleep mask over my eyes. Oh my god, why is it so difficult to pronounce English, man? God, why do you two have all of this ready? What else can I do for the Egerton? Is this a gacha game, sir? Yes, it is a gacha game. It is a gacha game, shooter, third-person shooter RPG. You can give the Egerton lecture, Frisha. Whenever I hear one of your lectures, I fall asleep super fast, just poof, out like a light. Nuh-uh, the Egerton won't just doze off from basic knowledge. Then maybe I should help him relax instead. How about some ASMR, Egerton? Yeah, this is like a third-person shooter RPG, and also heavy on fan service. So yeah, beware if you are not into fan service. Then maybe I should help him relax instead. How about some ASMR, Egerton? What's that? Oh, poor Ichel. Something like this. Han. As I wore the sleep mask, I suddenly felt a warm breath tickle my ear. But before she could go any further, hold on, this is what I do best. Nobody's better than me at putting the Egerton to sleep. And just like that, Professor Frizia's bedtime class began. As expected, it worked like a charm. But just as I was about to drift off, another thought surfaced. Half an hour earlier, right before leaving Tower Office, Caroline had slipped me a small data disk with an air of secrecy. What's this? Edda lost to you once, and knowing her, she's bound to want a rematch. When that time comes, it might be your best shot. That was the last message Director Tao asked me to pass on. As for this, she didn't tell me exactly what it is. Just said I should give it to you, that you might find it useful. And if you don't use it, just return it to her when she wakes up. And one more thing. She said that, sorry, she said that once you are at the Acropolis, you should look for this woman. She might be able to point you in the right direction when it comes to dealing with Edda. Caroline turned the screen toward me, revealing a photo of a woman named Tia, a senior researcher at the Academica Acropolis. With that image etched into my mind, I tightened my grip around the small data disk in my pocket, and then sleep took hold, brief yet heavy. I began to fall, deeper, further, into infinity. My consciousness spiraled into a bottomless pit, or maybe a black hole, devouring every last trace of reality. Thoughts blurred, senses twisted, unraveling into the void, until a clear, crystalline voice pulled me back. Wake up! I've held up my end of the deal. When the time comes, you will keep your promise, won't you? Although, you seem rather reluctant. The voice was lifting and impish, curling effortlessly through her thoughts. It stirred her awake and reminded her of where she stood. This was my own choice. Good, you remembered. That's right. It was your choice all along, from beginning to end. I never forced you. As long as I can make it happen, I'm willing to pay the price. Well then, I'm ready. And so it began, the descent, the fall, the only path to salvation still within her reach. Even as she surrendered to the abyss, a faint glimmer of hope remained. The voice waited patiently, then finally let out a soft chuckle, and then guided her away. Humans, how endlessly fascinating they are. Alone in the vast infinite void, she stood, reflecting, reveling, wondering, anticipating a future not far from now. One where she would become human. That might be a world of fun. The world slipped from her lips like a whisper. Slowly, she lifted her gaze skyward. Beyond the abyss, past shifting shadows and the endless weave of signals and currents, her eyes settled on a distant silhouette, encased within a vessel cutting across the heavens. Cares, in this game I've prepared for you, you will unravel the truth thread by thread. You will dig deeper and deeper until you reach the very core. And at the end of it all, I wonder what surprise will be waiting for you. My, I can hardly wait. What's this girl is on all about? Her voice drifted down, light and cheerful, leaving behind a faint warmth, one that shimmered like an electric current, softly tingling as it pulsed through the heart. She cast one last glance into the abyss. Below, the great expanse stretched endlessly, and at its depth, a majestic throne awaited. She turned away, and upon the boundless plain of silence, she walked. Softly, reverently, she began to sing. A hymn of faith offered from humanity to gods. O sacred spirit, you tread beyond the skies. Through realms of light and grace where blessing rise. A celestial breeze, breath of the divine, enfolds you in a radiant golden shine. Like a maestro weaving ethereal notes on hallowed strings of the cosmos. Damn, the song is pretty good. The music is good. I like it, the vocal and all. As she drifted further, her voice rose from the depth, like an endless tide rippling outward across the realm of matter, echoing through every corner where life stirred and thrived. Each unraveled into unseen specters of shifting wavelength, flowing freely between earth and the sky. They danced through the ionosphere, humming with friction and resonance in the void, until at last their echoes and reverberation entwined within hidden circuitry, threading through pulsing currents before dissolving into endless stream of digital light. Breaking news: relief efforts at the Sharon Sea base are now in their final stages. With my sleep mask on and the headphone in place, I was enjoying a brief but deep slumber After Frisia nodded off, the steady drone of the news became my new lullaby. But on the edge of my awareness, I thought I heard a faint whisper. The soft voice of a girl, innocent yet regal, childlike yet commanding. It was as though she were quietly humming into my ear. Oh, suffering humanity. They wither, they rot, they crumble away. From one breath to the next, lost to decay. Like torrents tumbling off mountain crests. They plunge from one doom straight into the next. Year upon year, day by day. They sink deeper into the unfathomable abyss of pain. Okay, that's not like poem anymore. The comms defense system blared a warning, but before those urgent, piercing beeps could drown her out, she whispered one last time. My dear Kears, I can hardly wait for that moment when we finally meet face to face. He. June 15th afternoon. On the same day we depart, we arrive at the Academica Acropolis. There you go. Right. Wow. That prelude took a while, to be honest. Oh wow, it's so long. What the hell? Okay. Here's the deal, right? If for some reason the main story is not voiced, I have to end the stream. And I have to, you know, bring this stream after my break. Okay, let's just see first. Progress 1, reunion. A reunion, long time no see, Giraffe Girl. Usually it does though. I don't know. Let's start. Ah, there you go. First degree murder? Espionage?
スパイ罪、危険物所持罪、人類反逆罪等合計13件の罪で起訴されました。異議はありますか？
異議あり。Oh, poor Lizzie. So this is Lizzie. We met her like 2 chapters ago. On the, you know, on the event story with Enya new exosuit. So yeah. I'm glad that they actually voice now. Okay. So I don't have to do the narration anymore. At the defendant's stand, the girl in the giraffe mask sat utterly still, as if even the air around her had turned to stone. A rush of nausea and vertigo surged through her chest, but what truly seized her voice was a sorrow vast and suffocating, like drowning beneath a silent sea. The gavel of judgment was raised, moments from falling, when the door of the hall burst open with a deafening slam. Iggy Yari! Oh, objection! There you go. Lizzie's defense team. Perhaps it was our sudden arrival that gave her strength to hold on. Lizzie seemed to come back to herself. Her hand clutched the rail, her voice trembling with fury and sorrow. Sorry. Ah, this is like the classic game of, you know, classic situation where she got, what do you call it? Blackmail? Not blackmail. I believe you, don't worry. I'll prove it, I'll clear your name. Just yesterday afternoon, she seemed perfectly fine. Now here she was, standing trial. And as I watched the trembling giraffe head at the defendant's stand, my mind wandered back to the moment we arrived. Oh, that's like the today. This is flashback. June 15, 5:45 p.m. We had entered the airspace above the Academica Acropolis, and the aircraft had begun its descent. The voice crackling through my heads. That voice crackling through my headset mid-flight. It wasn't just my imagination. Just as Tao had warned, Eda's operation in Philosia ran deeper than we'd anticipated. Whatever she was plotting, it was already underway. But no matter what came next, I was ready. I was deep in thought when the aircraft dipped slightly. The shift in gravity was subtle, barely noticeable, but just enough to rouse Achel, who had been fast asleep in my lap. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, sorry. Her body tensed for a split second, then softened again in the moment she realized she was curled up against me. Glancing out the window at the horizon, she quickly unbuckled herself and hopped down from my lap. She's so cute, man. I don't buy it. The Egerton pack has got to be solid as rock. No, okay. It's fine, Frisia. We already, arrived here. With a dramatic huff, Frisia unbuckled her harness and hopped down from her seat, lips twisted in a deep pout. Clearly, she was still sulking over her earlier loss. A gentle comfort and some moral support seemed in order, so I gave my chase a light tap. A clear signal, "Come on, Professor Frisia." She caught on immediately, her eyes sparking, but just as she started moving, Ichel reached out and tapped her on the shoulder, eyes wide with innocent earnestness. Frisia stomped her little foot, muttering things like scientific rigor and objective proof over and over, filling the cabin with a cheerful, almost comical energy. Ichel tilted her head. What the hell? Ichel tilted her head, thinking hard. Then you'd better study harder, Ichel. Watching her puff up with pride at that, I couldn't help but chuckle. I gave her a light pat on the head, gently teasing. Go. Aw, she's cute. She deflated instantly, her confidence vanishing like a pop balloon. Frisia, meanwhile, straightened up proudly, hands on hips, doing her best to look authoritative despite her petite frame. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Let me there's something coming up. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Her tone was all sincerity as she spoke about studying, but those wide, expectant eyes had already moved on to something else entirely. Of course. You are pretty soft to hold. Even if I could not feel my leg for a while afterward. Numb. His leg goes numb. Yes, you are. I mean, yes, you are, Vidya. We already, you've been with me for a while. Is that so? Well, as Professor Vidya always says, science doesn't run up on assumption. It requires hands-on testing. I'll have to conduct a follow-up trial on the flight back. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Vidya. Of course. You are the fattest. I mean, no, sorry. You are the softest. Vidya's voice drifted in, And then she stepped out from the cockpit, head held high. Oh, nice one, Vidya. You still wear your gloves though. As we neared the last stretch of the flight, she had ducked into the unmanned cockpit, double-checking landing protocols, and clearly found the time to change. The striking white exosuit she now wore hugged her form with effortless grace. A bold departure from her usual look, she moved with the poise of a swan, fluid, elegant. It was the new exosuit Professor Vidya had developed especially for this mission, the perfect blend of high-grade tech and talented beauty.
あそこの大きさは柔らかさに関係あるの？
Vidya casual banter had clearly stirred self-doubt in Vidya. Oh, poor Vidya.
柔術を習っていたので体が柔らかいって言いたいだけです。分析員さん、肩をお借りしますね。
As she spoke, she lifted her leg. At first, the motion looked like a sudden downward kick. But no, her leg arced gracefully, coming to rest lightly on my shoulder. Ichel gasped, her eyes sparking. She bounced on her toes, both hands raised in eager excitement.
僕、ANA にストレッチしてもらったから。これは愛知開脚だって ANA が言ってたの。
Oh. With a tiny huff, she lifted her leg up onto my other shoulder, sliding smoothly into a standing split with ease. Girls, come on, really? I shifted my weight forward slightly to support them better, my hands steadying them each by the calf. Careful now.
大丈夫。イチェル、すごいんだから。
She might struggle with books, but when it came to coordination and physical skill, Ichel was a natural through and through. Vidya, you okay? I suddenly noticed her subtle tremble of her leg, her smooth calf quivering gently in my hand.
いえ、大丈夫です。ただこの姿勢はちょっと。
She let out a strange little giggle, but the moment our eyes met, her hands flew up to cover her flushed cheek.
恥ずかしいというか。
Wait a second. I just heard something. Is this like earthquake or something? No, it's not. Okay, that's weird. Embarrassing her, and yet her leg had made its way up onto my shoulder without hesitation. Seeing how flustered she was, I figured I should offer her an easy out. If it's too much, you can.
いえ、まだ頑張れます。というか、頑張るしかない。じゃないと、これから分析員さんとの実験では大変なことになりますから。
At this rate, the word experiment is going to be completely corrupted. I thought dryly, half amused, half resigned. Just then, Ichel wiggled her foot playfully on my shoulder as she glanced over at Frisia, who was now looking increasingly left out, and called out with cheerful sincerity.
フリティアも来てよ。もう一人いけるぞ。
She even scooted over to make space, a simple, honest gesture of kindness. But somehow, that kindness only made Frithia's expression sink even further. Her brows knitted, her rosy lips pressed into a tight line, and after a bit of hesitation, her voice came out soft and barely audible.
やめとくよ。
Aww.
フリティア先生は愛の字じゃなくてハの字くらいしかできないから。うわ
Ichel gasped, eyes wide with awe.
ハの字、棒が2本。愛よりすごい。フリティ。
She even switched into full-on reverent mode, her eyes sparkling with childlike admiration.
はい。
Hey?
そうかな。
Caught off guard by Ichel, unexpected praise as the joke went over her head, Frithia let out a laugh, part pride, part self-mockery. And right on cue, just as her giggles faded, the cabin door slid open with a soft hiss. June 15, 6 p.m. We had officially arrived in Philosia, the frontline town under the jurisdiction of the Academica Acropolis. A few minutes later, I stood by the shoreline, gazing out at a breathtaking view. The sky stretched wide and clear, not a single cloud in sight, a flawless crystalline blue reflected in the shimmering sea below. White seabirds soared overhead, their flight path sketching graceful arcs like brush strokes across an endless canvas. Their sharp chirps echoed through the air, rising and falling until the crashing waves swallowed the sound. Standing there, staring out at the boundless ocean, I felt a quiet awe settle over me. Its sheer scale, so vast, so deep, was almost overwhelming. Because I knew that beneath such beauty and grandeur lurked a force strong enough to devour everything in its path. Just like Philosia, calm on the surface, but far from harmless. Then an elegant flash of white at the edge of my vision caught my attention.
分析員さん、周囲を一通り確認しましたが、怪しいものは見当たりませんでした。
Look like the Academica Acropolis are really serious about needing our help this time. A flashback in the flashback, dang, okay. Even though they approached us with rare humility, I still could not shake the sense that they didn't fully trust us. That's why I would had Vidya run a sweep the moment we left the airfield, checking for surveillance tech and anyone watching too closely. Sure, with their level of tech, they had 100 ways to keep tab on us, but Vidya's new exosuit, powered by Yggdrasil's latest tech, wasn't exactly easy to fool.
はい、一応学院側には悪意はないみたいです。念のため、見かける人も機械も一通り確認しましたよ。
Hello Jijas, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well.
フリティア先生が開発した新戦術装備、使い勝手が良くて助かりました。
That's an easy Paizuri, man. Easy access for Paizuri. Am I tripping or her outfit was different? Yes, her outfit. This is a new outfit for her. The new patch just released today. It's her. I have like 60 pull in, but I haven't got her yet. So yeah, that probably like tomorrow or next time. Not next time, like in a few days after I collect enough Digicash. And that's all thanks to Professor. Okay. As she spoke, she instinctively pushed her glasses up, the lens flashing faintly as they caught the light.
これがあれば、操作の目をかいくぐっての潜入も、自ら操作を行っても、アクロポリス学院の技術に負けることはありません。どんな小さな痕跡も見逃しませんから。次のミステリー映画のヒロイン、設定はこうしましょうか。愛する男主人公はどこに隠れようと彼女の目をごまかせないとか。
Are you sure it's a mystery story?
推理物に恋愛要素があるのはよくあることです。まあ最近だとそういうのはダ作が多い気もしますけど、それをちゃんと仕上げられるかが監督の腕の見せ所ですから。
Okay.
そうに違いありません。
Well, you are the director. It's your call.
分析員さんは優しいですね。まあ乱暴な時もありますけどね。
Hey, you don't say the wild side on public. That's like only us on your video. Just as she looked ready to drift off into another daydream, Vidya caught sight of the other two approaching. In an instant, she adjusted her glasses and snapped back into full professional mode.
分析員、イチェルと一緒に偵察してきたよ。変なもの見つけたぞ。
Okay. What did you find? I originally only sent Vidya to sweep the area after landing, but of course, Professor Fritja and Ichel had wanted to help too. I wasn't about to spoil their enthusiasm, so I gave them a section of nearby streets to cover. And now, it looked like their little side mission had paid off. What did you two find? Oh! Lizzie! A giraffe in a crowd? I blink, confused as Ichel point off into the distance, practically bouncing with excitement.
分析見てあれこっちに来てるぞ高いだろ
She's so cute. Hey, Lizzie! I followed her gaze, and sure enough, a giraffe head bobbed above the crowd, moving steadily toward us. It stuck out like a sore thumb. That's... A memory of the mission in Zone 16 flashed through my mind. That giraffe head, the first time I saw it, it was furiously kicking me. It was furiously kicking a vending machine. Hard to forget someone like that, yes. That's true. Lizzie? The giraffe head in the crowd paused at my voice, swiveling around in search of the source. But even with that towering height, it was obvious she still could not see me. After all, those big round eyes on her mask were not real. They could not actually see a thing.
あれ誰かに呼ばれたような
She tilted her head sharply to one side, and just then I stepped up behind her and tapped her shoulder. It was me! Startled, Lizzie jumped back with a yelp, the giraffe mask wobbling wildly on her shoulder. What's wrong? Don't remember me?
忘れるわけないよユーゴドラシルの分析その分析員お兄ちゃんでなんでここにいるのこの人たちって全員分析員お兄ちゃんの隊員なの
Last time you only meet with Enya and Marian. There you go.
分析員さんこの方は
I was just about to answer, but Lizzie shot her hand up and cut me off.
自己紹介は自分でするから分析員お兄ちゃんの手を煩わせないよはじめまして私はリジキリンと人参大好き19歳162センチ48キロ赤点取ったことないしタバコもお酒もやってないアクロポリス学院高等学部の生徒
Okay. She rattled it all off in one breath, like a machine gun. Vidya blinked, visibly surprised, then adjusted her glass with a faint nod.
はじめましてビディアと申します
Oh. Not one to be left behind, Ichel jumped in at once.
僕イチェルだイはイチェルのイチェはイチェルのチェルはイチェルのル
Icheru, okay.
自己紹介ってそんなものなのかな私フリティアって言うんだ分析員が大好きなフリティア先生だよフリティアずるいぞイチェルもイチェルは分析員が大好きなイチェルだぞ待ってフリティアってもしかしてあのフリティア先輩アクロポリス学院で超有名な
Oh, I'm so smug. After that, Frisia could not resist glancing my way. Cheeks tinged pink, chin lifting just slightly, her eyes sparkling with pride.
分析員聞いた私学院では超有名だって言ったでしょ
Well, Professor Frisia is a genius after all.
どんなに天才でも私は分析員のものだからね
Well,
すごいやっぱり本人なんだ先輩の論文と著作を読んだことがありますよどのアイディアも天才すぎてやばいし学院の本部にも先輩の研究をしてる研究員と教授がたくさんいるんです私本人に会っちゃっためったに姿を現さないと噂の科学の申し子ことフリティア先輩
what do you mean by that? She'd been glowing under all the praise until Lizzie wording hit a weird note, leaving her visibly deflated and slightly offended.
そこは気にしないでくださいみんなは学生者なんだよねこの前は2人今回は3人なんだか入社したら熾烈な社内競争にもみにも
You wanna join? Okay. I mean, sure. The first day too. So she met Enya and Marian first. Back in like at Zone 16. That's like 2 patches ago. Before Nerida comes out. Oh, sorry. And now, yeah, 3. It's already 5. She didn't even meet the other dozen yet. What exactly goes in that head of yours all day? Once the introduction had more or less wrapped up, I finally stepped into the conversation.
宇宙人が退去して地球に攻め込んできたらどうなっちゃうとか、人間が超能力に目覚めたらとか。ああ、それは現実になったから妄想とは言えないか。
Okay, let me look with that one kind of real. With all you guys turning out to be manifestation and everything.
ねえ、私って本当にポテンシャルがすごいんだからね。
Okay.
分析員さん。ああ、間違えた。
分析員お兄ちゃん。
分析員お兄ちゃん。一回でもいいから、この理事のユグドラシル入社について真剣に考えてくれないかな。
I mean, let's put a pin in that for now. First, what are you doing here?
私はで、こっちのセリフだよ。で、なんでここにいるの？待って、当ててみるね。は
？She grabbed both sides of her giraffe mask and stretched her neck, picking left and right, the whole time completely unaware of how ridiculous she looked.
極秘任務のためとか？学院にこっそり潜入して機密を盗み出す。そんな任務なんでしょう。
Probably.
ユグドラシルを動かすほどの機密ってどんなんだろう。アクロポリス学院の中に潜む秘密結社？ひょっとして大橋の下に潜む巨大怪魚？それとも学院の中心部で起きた心霊事件？
I had not even opened my mouth yet, and her wild theories had already left me speechless. There's that much weird stuff hiding at the Acropolis?
学院にいた時にそんなの全然聞いたことないけど、フリティア先輩が知らなくてもおかしくないって。だってずっと本部の研究室に引きこもって
The way she just...
にはろくに来なかったんでしょ？
Damn. Frisia just got strays from her, man.
まあ、それはそうかも。いや、でもそんなに大変なことになってたらいくら私でも聞いてるはずだよ。ああ、さっきのは全部噂程度のものだから本当にあるかどうかはわかんないです。はあ。でも分析員さんなら解き明かしてくれるよね。
I could not see her eyes behind that giraffe mask, but her voice buzzed with excitement. In that moment, I'd gotten a better sense of just how kooky this girl really was.
さて、前置きが長くなっちゃったけど、私に道案内を頼みたいなら。
Sneak us in? We were invited here by the Academia Acropolis. I rubbed my forehead. After all her rambling and antics, I'd nearly forgotten what I wanted to ask in the first place.
Huh?
I shot her an exasperated look. Alright, can you finally answer my question? What exactly are you doing here?
睨まないでよ。せっかくお兄ちゃんまでつけて呼んでるのに。そもそもここに私がいても不思議はないでしょ。
Yeah, she's a student, after all.
この前線町はそもそも学院の一部だもん。正確に言うと学院がデンドロンを研究するための開発基地ってところかな。
But compared to the other 3 activation catastrophe across the continent, why is this place still so busy?
ああ、それね。1ヶ月前汚染が一番ひどかった時、ほとんどの住民は一度別の町に引っ越ししたけど、最近木の様子がまた落ち着いてきたからみんな戻ってきてるの。
That can happen?
でもほとんどの研究が中止になってるから、みんなは活性化で起きた汚染を抑えるために働いてるんだ。おかげでデンドロン近くの研究室なんか完全に閉鎖されて権限がないと入れなくなってる。本当にショックだよ。卒論を仕上げるために協力したかったな。新キャンパス行ったらなおさら来れなくなっちゃうのに。
New campus?
そう、デンドロンに近くて危ないからって学院はもっと安全な場所に新キャンパスを作ったの。
Talks about, you know, financially, you know, financially able to just build a new campus and all.
だから本部の学生はほぼみんな新キャンパスに引っ越ししてる。 私もあと何日したらそこへ行く予定なんだ。これから学生の教育は新キャンパスが担うから、この町と旧キャンパスは大型研究施設に改造されるとかなんとか。
She chatted away, bright and energetic as ever, but something about it all felt just a little off. Why didn't you leave with the others? Why are you still here?
それは
Lizzie suddenly pulled out a potted plant from who knows where.
分析員お兄ちゃん、これ見て。
What about it?
研究室の先生から面倒を見てって頼まれたの。
Okay.
先生、今日帰ってきたばかりなんだ。実は先生は訳あってまだ学院に戻れないって言うから、ここで会うことになったんだ。
Come to think of it, when you introduced yourself earlier, you said you are in the advanced department, right? Usually students only get assigned an advisor after they enter the research department or an official institute.
自分で言うことじゃないんだけど、こう見えて
Well,
私
no
も
doubt about it.
一応天才の部類なんだからね。
I don't doubt
卒論
that.
の下準備をしていたら先生にプログラミングの才能を見出されてさ、誰よりも早く卒業したら先生の研究室に入るっていう契約をしたの。まだ卒業してないけど、実は先生と合同でフィロゾアの木馬って名前のプロジェクトを進めてるんだ。
Philosian horse.
こう、名前からしてもうかっこいいでしょ。誰にも教えてないからね。私と先生以外でこれ知ってるのは分析員さんたちだけなんだから。
The Philosian horse. I knew exactly where that name came from. One of the Philosia's most infamous historical events. The story went like this. Unable to break through Philosia's defense, an enemy force left behind a massive wooden horse at the city gates. Is this like Trojan horse? Curious and eager to study it, the people of Philosia brought it inside. Only too late did they realize it was packed with armed soldiers. The invaders struck from within, catching the city completely off guard. I mean, yeah, this is like Trojan horse. The Troy and the Rome, I think. Philosia eventually repelled the attack, but at devastating cost. Ever since, the Philosian horse had stood as a grim symbol, a hard-learned lesson carved into the city's memory. Using that name for a project, though, that's unconventional. Just what kind of project is this supposed to be? I was just about to ask to ask when Lizzie glanced at her watch and let out a small gasp.
もうこんな時間。先生とは7時に会うって約束だから、そろそろ行くね。
Just then, Vidya adjusted her glass. Her eyes narrowed slightly as they drifted to the plant in Lizzie's arm.
待ってください、リジさん。その草、様子がおかしいですよ。おかしい？はい。
She looked down and froze. Right before our eyes, the vibrant plant began to shrivel. Its stems sagged. Its leaves curled, as if the life had been drained from it all at once. There's no easy way to describe what broke inside Lizzie at that moment. Even though her face was hidden behind the giraffe mask, I could feel it. The despair, the sorrow, the unbearable ache. It came crashing down all at once, sharp and violent, like a wave swallowing everything in its path.
まさか、いや、ありえない。こんなの、嘘だよ。
She staggered back, like the strength had left her body entirely. The flower pot slipped from her hands and hit the ground with a dull thud. Lizzie? I called out to her, but in the next instant, Lizzie seemed to snap out of her daze. She spun around abruptly, shoved her way into the crowd, and bolted off toward the distance. Lizzie! I shouted again, but she didn't seem to hear me at all. Stumbling unsteady, she vanished into the crowd.
分析員、この鉢植え、完全に枯れちゃったみたい。
Frithia knelt and picked up the flower pot Lizzie had dropped. I glanced down at the withered remains in her hand. Was that really what triggered Lizzie's sudden change? But there was no time to dwell on it. We need to find her.
分析員さん、こっちです。
Once we pushed past the crowd, Vidya quickly locked onto the direction Lizzie had run. But we had not even made made it a block before a sharp burst of movement cut across our path. Metal limbs snapping open from nowhere, blocking the way. Oh, perfect timing.
ロボットがいっぱいだぞ。なんで調査機が？どういう気をつけてください。私たちを狙ってるようです。
What? Why?
僕が懲らしめてやる。
Okay. June 15, 6:15 p.m. The Academica Acropolis welcomed us with a bang. Okay, before we continue, I have to go and I have to go to the toilet first. I'll be just right back. Sorry about that, I forgot to mute. Right, I'm back. So let's continue. Fragment of truth, sorry. Street side. Nah, I don't want to do experience mode. Trial. Oh, nice. They give all trial. That's cool. Oh, it's a bit cold tonight, man. I need to turn off my AC for a moment here. I already put it on like warm mode.
ちゃんとしなきゃ。おい、こんな時に邪魔してくるなんて。わざと私たちを邪魔しているようですね。何かに操られているのでしょうか。でも、ロボットたちを操るような無線信号は検出していないよ。邪魔！イチェル、怒ったぞ。あなたたちにはこれくらいで十分かと。
What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What's this? Oh shit. It's a mine or something? So this is the first time I use this exosuit, so yeah. Wait, before that, I'm just gonna look at these. It is fine, that's fine. Can I shoot that? No, I cannot. So where do I go? Okay, I'm stuck. You're kidding me. What the hell?
あなたたちにはこれくらいで十分かと。 分析員さん、私できましたよね。
Okay. Keep going. Okay, let's go.
あなたたちにはこれくらいで十分。
How do I... Oh, okay, like that. Oh, shit. So it's like mine, right? Maybe. Okay, like that. Alright.
相手はこの私です。受けてみなさい。
Is that how you play this character? Oh! I see, that's how you do it. Okay. So you need to hold and throw the... Okay, can I go up there? Or not? Okay.
受けてみなさい。
Okay, you know what? Fuck it.
私だって勝てるとは限らないんだから。逃げんな。
Okay.
お疲れ。みんな怪我はない？
I don't really want to, you know. Alright.
私の弾丸は怒涛よりも速い。正義の夜明け。あなたたちにはこれくらいで十分かと。闇よ、照らして。
Oh shit!
好きだらけでしたね。
Oh, okay, that's cool. So basically, you need to play with your skill and ulti. All right, that's how you do it then.
分析員さん、私できました。
Okay, that's nice. Okay. Alright, that's a cool mechanic. So basically, you use your ulti, and then you target your skill with it. That's cool. Ah. Objection. Objection. Storm into the Hall of Truth. The crowd shifted and surged around me, but to me it was like they didn't exist. I kept my gaze on her. What do you mean by that? Wait a second. Need to update there. Lizzie stood hunched over, trembling as if her body had been drained of all her strength. She was wrapped in sorrow, drenched in it, waves crashing in from all sides, thick and suffocating. What on earth had she gone through? Watching her like that, something twisted in my chest, like a weight pressing down, suffocating me. No, wait, it wasn't just a feeling. There really was something pressing on my chest. The moment that thought registered, I jolted awake. Oh, hotel? But after seeing the source of the soft pressure on me, my tense body gradually relaxed. I looked down, half amused, half resigned, at the familiar figure sprawled across my chest. It's Rachel, isn't it? Oh, Vidya.
分析員さん。 私の分析員さ
Vidya.
ん。あれ
At the sound of my voice, Vidya stirred, blinking groggily. She fumbled across the pillow for her glasses, perched them on her face, and looked up, dazed.
夢ですかそれにしてもすごくリアルですね。さすがは私。最近の夢
Dream
どんど
quality.
んリアルになってきました。
That's not a thing. Without a hint of hesitation, her delicate hands cupped my face and gave my cheeks a playful little squeeze.
夢の中じゃないと分析員さんをこうしていじめることなんてできませんし分析員さん頬がすべすべ胸板はガチガチ
Thank you. Wait, don't go lower. What are you doing?
ここからが腹筋ですね
Okay, I thought she was gonna go lower than that.
1
Eight pack.
4 5 6 7 8
Her dainty hands grew bolder by the second, wandering freely, lingering where they please. Worried things might get out of hand, I gently caught her wrist. Vidya? Like a cat whose tail had just been stepped on, she froze up instantly, then practically launched herself off me. So, I take it you're fully awake now? I let go of her wrist and folded my hand behind my head, watching with a mild amusement as color flooded her face.
私分析員さんさっきのはその
Ah? If you wanted to touch me all over, you could have just said so.
本当ですかその
The words slipped out before she realized, and the moment they did, she clapped her hands over her burning face, utterly mortified. Seeing her adorably rattle, I could not help but feel a little smug, so I decided to toss her a lifeline. So, when did you get here?
昨日分析員さんが眠った後
She answered without thinking, and then it hit her. Her eyes widened as she scrambled to backpedal.
寝込みを襲おうとしたわけじゃありませんよ分析員さんを起こしたくなかっただけです
Her face turned crimson as she cupped her cheeks, like someone who had just confessed their own guilt and was now desperately trying to unconfess it. I could tell she was just trying to convince herself.
だって午後にあんなことがありましたし警戒する必要があると思ったんです
Okay.
なのでついでに分析員さんの部屋のセキュリティを確認しようとそれから
Under my gaze, her eyes darted away, and whatever confidence she had left began to unravel. She gulped and let the rest of her sentence quietly die out, pivoting instead.
とにかく昨日の夜は何も起きませんでしたが今日も明日も何も起こらないとは限りません引き続き警戒しておきますので分析員さん私を信じてください
Of course, I trust you, and I appreciate everything you are doing for me. I gave her a gentle smile, letting her keep her cover story, but her words stirred memories of the previous day, right before we caught up to Lizzie, when that swarm of robots suddenly appeared and blocked our path. The official report blamed it on a random programming glitch, but I wasn't convinced. The dream I just woken up from resurfaced in my mind. Could those robots, whatever happened to Lizzie, be connected? I was still lost in thought when a sharp knock at the door snapped me back.
分析員フリティア先生
Under my astonished gaze, Vidya shot to her feet. So fast it was like she left a blur behind. And just as Frithia burst through the door, dragging Achel with her, Vidya had already slipped into a full demure mode, standing primly by my bedside as if nothing had happened.
なんでビディアが分析員さんを起こしに来ましたそうなんだ
Seeing her standing there all calm and proper, Frithia didn't suspect a thing, but wow, when we are alone, she's a completely different person.
分析眠いよ
Poor Achel. Dragged her against her wheel, Achel shuffled over, half asleep and barely upright, And right on cue, she tripped at the edge of the table. She tripped, not strip, I'm sorry. She tripped at the edge of the bed and landed straight in my arms. Kung Kung, oh, she's so cute.
分析いい匂いがする。あれカン君
Oh my god, she knows! Vidya smell! As Ichil stirred awake, I caught a flicker of tension in Vidya, her perfectly polished mask beginning to crack. But before things could spiral, Frithia stepped in, her tone flustered.
分析私わかったよ。理事が残したあの鉢植えの正体がね。マーシルに頼んで学院のデータベースを調べてもらったんだけど、あれは学院が開発した生命草ってものだよ。
And it turns out that thing one of their biotech creation? Zoophoros? Zoophoros?
生命草。
A life plant. Her tone was serious, and in her expression, I saw a flicker of sympathy and quiet sorrow.
特殊な状況でバイタルサインを確認するための道具として開発されたらしいの。要するに特定の人物の死活がわかるものなんだ。
Wow, that's okay. At least it's only lifelink. Like the plant is capable of forming a lifelink. Not like if you drop this plant, that person died.
あの鉢植えが枯れてるってことは。
They died. She didn't need to finish the sentence. I already put the pieces together. Suddenly, Lizzie's reaction the previous day made a perfect sense. Just then, my terminal pinged with a new notification. Egerton, this is Mauxir, your most reliable helper, yeah? Her message ended with a cutesy cat emoji. I was just about to type a reply when my eyes caught the next alert on the screen. 7 a.m. today. A brutal homicide occurred. Sorry. A brutal homicide occurred at the High Energy Research Institute in Frontline Town. Victim Tia. Wait, what? That's like the person that we have to meet. Victim Tia, head of Quantum Science Lab. Prime suspect Lizzie, probationary researcher at the same lab. Lizzie? Wait! And what's this photo?
タオさんが最後に教えてくれたことなんです。これについては詳しく教えてくれませんでしたが、役に立つかもしれないので分析員に渡してほしいとおっしゃってました。使わなかった場合、目を覚ました後に返してほしいとのことです。ああ、それからエッタの件でいろいろ助かるかもしれないから、学院に着いたらまずこの人を探してみるといいと思います。
And that person died. The woman that Tao wants me to find is Tia. It had been about an hour since I received that message. Instead of rushing straight to the crime scene, I used the time to make the necessary preparation and file an official request with the Acropolis to allow us to step in. Because the moment I saw the photo, I knew this wasn't just about proving Lizzie's innocent anymore. This was also connected to our mission here. No matter what it took, we had to uncover the truth behind the murder. Looks like we made just in time. The charges had been just read, and when we step in, our objection throwing the Hall of Truth into sudden disarray. Both sides of the jury gallery erupted in harsh murmurs. Shizukani.
一体どうするつもりですか？
Shizukani.
発言を繰り返すつもりはございません。
しかし弁護と捜査の引き継ぎなどそん
Aha.
な通達は一切来ておりません。
So you strip off the right of the of the suspect to have a defense lawyer.
ではこれで知りましたよね。この件に関する引き継ぎの手続きも済ませましたので、じきに上層部から公表されますし、私たちの資料も後に送付されるでしょう。
それはちょっと。
ねえ、ひどいよ。ちゃんと捜査もしないで理事が犯人だと決めつけるなんて。公正を重んじて真理至上主義だったアクロポリス学院がこんなことしていいの？
Yeah, tell them about it, Frithia.
いいの？
待ってください。捜査は厳正に行われましたとも。真相がすでに判明した事件なのに、まさに公正のためにこうして審理しているのですから。
Procedural justice,
事件
okay.
が発覚した時に現場には被告人と被害者しかいませんでしたし、凶器には被告人の指紋だけが付着しておりました。何より他の人が現場に出入りできた可能性なんてありませんから。
Okay, but she has an alibi. So
それは
we are the alibi. So you've decided Lizzie guilty just because it looks like a lock room murder.
推理小説を何冊か読んだ人であれば、
Hey,
事件がこんなにシンプルなはずがない
Vidya
と気
came
づ
to
く
the
でしょう。
rescue.
現実の裁判でフィクションの論理を語るのはおかしいかなと思います。それに犯人ではなく最も有力な容疑者として交流しようとしてるだけですから。
Then let me make this perfectly clear. There's no reason to treat her as a suspect at all.
その根拠は
Because we have evidence that prove Lizzie is innocent.
証拠というのは
That's right. Decisive evidence. From the Academica Acropolis itself, we can prove that Lizzie is not the murderer. I let the words hang for a bit, then turned to the defendant's stand, meeting Lizzie's eyes with quiet, steady reassurance. Lizzie, I swear it, on the very name of the Academica Acropolis, I will prove your innocence. For a long moment, a thick silence fell across the stunned hall. Then the arbiter finally blinked, as if snapping out of a trance.
素晴らしい意気込みですが、学院の名にかけられても。
真犯人を見逃して無実の人に罪を着せたら、怪我されるのはアクロポリス学院の名誉ですよね。
Vidya stood tall, sharp, commanding, and stunning as she spoke. Her gaze never wavered. Anyone who dared meet her eyes quickly looked away. After reviewing our credentials and verifying the documents, the arbiter wiped a thin sheen of sweat from her brow and motioned for us to take our place at the defense bench.
その確認したところ、皆さんは学院から派遣された特別裁判員で間違いないようです。先ほどの審理中、予期せぬことが起こりました。ですのでこれより改めて審理を始めます。裁判員の皆さんに事件の詳細をお伝えするため、これより冒頭陳述を再度行います。冒頭陳述をしっかり確認の上、公平に審理にご参加ください。
Okay.
それでは捜査報告書を提示します。
Alright, present it. The on-site investigation report is as follows. June 16, 7:13 a.m. The body of the victim, Tia, was discovered in the quantum science lab. Autopsy results show that Tia died of massive internal bleeding caused by multiple stab wounds. The estimated time of death is between 6 and 7 p.m. on June 15. The victim was found slumped over a workstation approximately 5 meters from the lab main security door, her finger resting on the conceal emergency button. Okay. Activation of the system deployed anesthetic knockout gas and fully sealed the security door. A second individual, Lizzie, was also found unconscious at the scene, having inhaled the knockout gas released by the lab security system. Note: the murder weapon tested positive for victim's blood and the defendant's fingerprints. No other prints were detected.
殺してなんかないよ。殴られて気を失ったの。
被告人、静粛に。むやみな発言は控えてください。裁判員の皆さん、捜査報告書をお読みになられましたね。それでも我々の判断が間違っていると思いますか？
I slowly turned away from Lizzie and raised my first question. Can you confirm if anyone else entered or exited the lab at the estimated time of death?
それはないのですが。
Do you not have CCTV?
当時
A civilian
監視カメラ
system.
は点検
Or
中だった
happen
た
to be
め
offline?
他人が出入りした
Schedule
かどう
maintenance.
か
How
は
convenient.
確認できません。
ちょうどその
Oh yeah, how convenient. There you go.
そんな偶然あるのかな。
That's true.
信じがたいのはわかりますが事実なのです。それから決まった時間帯で行われた定期点検なので
Basically,
誰かが故意に監視カメラを壊したわけ
so
ではあり
basically,
ません。
the suspect knows the maintenance. This maintenance was a routine stuff. So it's someone who is familiar with the with the maintenance things and all.
では利用される可能性はありますね。
But clearly, it could have been exploited.
おっしゃる通りですが現段階の証拠では被告人以外の人の容疑を立証できません。
We were at the standstill, but I had no intention of letting this bog us down. Second question, are you certain this was a locked room crime scene? Surely you didn't just assume the emergency button was pressed because the victim finger happened to be resting on it?
それに関してはこちらで一度検証しました。現場は密室でドリスさんどうぞ前へ。現場の第一発見者として証言を正直に伝えてください。
わかりました。
Under both my and Vidya's watchful gaze, a woman named Doris stepped up to the stand. She gave us a wary glance, then, voice trembling, began to speak.
今朝の7時頃に私
7
いつも
a.m.?
のように研究室に来ました。そして自分の ID カードでドアを開こうとしたらドアは完全にロックされていたんです。邪魔されたくないから先生が施錠したのかと思って先生に通信をかけたりメッセを送ってみたりしました。だから警備の方を呼んでドアを強引に開けてもらいました。そしたら部屋の中には机に突っ伏している先生とその近くの床に倒れている理事ちゃんが、あとは調査報告書に書かれてる通り先生がでも私理事ちゃんが犯人だなんて信じたくありません。先生の死にはきっと他に事情があると思います。裁判員の皆さんきっと証明してくれますよね。
Doris looked at us, eyes full of desperate hope.
分析ドリス本当に悲しそうだぞ。イチェルにはわかる。
Okay. Yes. I gave a small nod. This girl too called Tia her advisor. Clearly, she and Lizzie had been students under the same mentor.
証人、証言を繰り返すだけで結構ですよ。判決は本官と裁判員の方たちでしるべき判断を行いますので、事件に関する内容で他に補足する内容はありますか？
いいえ、これ以上は何も。
では裁判員の皆さん、経緯を聞いたので事件に対する大体の判断ができたと思いますが、いか
I have a general grasp of the situation. It's clear someone deliberately created this locked room scenario with the intent of framing Lizzie.
その通りです。
Wait, what? The arbiter had begun to nod in visible relief, clearly expecting my agreement, only to freeze mid-motion as the actual meaning of my words sank in. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, yeah.
あなた、その発言はちょっと。
大胆でも証拠のない妄言でもありません。
Before I could speak again, Vidya coldly cut her off.
先ほどの分析員さんの言葉を覚えていますか？文句のつけようのない証拠を皆さんにお見せしますと。
Okay.
あらかじめお伝えしますが、本官は権力などに屈しません。物理的に本官を黙らせるつもりなら 断固拒否です。
If you're not afraid, then maybe stop clutching your own head like that. What? I sighed inwardly and shook my head. Clearly, our dramatic entrance earlier had left quite the impression. But no matter, we indeed possess key evidence that could clear Lizzie's name. To clear her name, the logic is simple. I only need to prove one thing. Prove that Lizzie could not have killed the victim. Exactly. There's no need to unravel the lockup room setup or chase after a victim. If I can prove that Lizzie physically could not have committed the murder, her name will be cleared. That's the heart of it.
分析員さん、すべてを決める証拠はとっくに私たちの手にありますね。
Yeah. Vidya and I exchange a glance. The evidence we are presenting is this. Present evidence. A water bottle withered zoephoros. Okay. Present the evidence withered zoephoros. Zoephoros.
これは
You recognize it, don't you?
アクロポリス学院が開発したものですね。
そうだ、アクロポリス学院の資料ではアクロポリス学院生命科学院が開発したものだって書かれてるよ。登録番号 YXS9543、 1年くらい前に開発。出願の時に取れたての血液で水やりをすると、血の持ち主の生命力と連動するようになる代物だね。
その生命草、もしかして。
その通り。この草は被害者と連動済みです。あなたたちが発明したものですから、検証の仕方はあなたたちの方が詳しいのでは？それに証拠はこの生命草だけではありません。
With that, Vidya flicked open a projection screen. Footage appeared in the air before us, a recording from yesterday afternoon when we ran into Lizzie. This footage was retrieved just before we arrived at the Hall of Truth, pulled from the Acropolis surveillance network using a high-level clearance.
皆さん、この監視カメラの映像をご覧ください。私たちと出会った時から、
しかも生命草はまだ元気ですね。
ですが数分後、映像に表示された時間によると、6月15日の午後6時12分に草は枯れました。
Okay.
ということは、
リジさんと私たちが話している間に被害者が死んだことになります。6月15日の午後6時12分こそが被害者の本当の死亡時間です。そしてこの映像でリジさんは被害者を殺した犯人ではないことが立証されました。
Alright, that's true. So now there's only one verdict left to deliver. Lizzie is Muzai. Cool. Right. Okay, so yeah, there's still a long way to go. Okay, this will be the last one. After that, I'm going to wrap up the stream, probably. Let's see how long it is. Onward, a proper crime scene sweep is essential. June 16th, 11:12 a.m. we arrive at the High Energy Research Institute. High Energy Research Institute? What? Where have I heard that name before? The ruling at the Hall of Truth was behind us. Once we presented the decisive evidence, Lizzie's name was cleared without delay. The Acropolis examined the zoephoros, verifying that it had been bound to Mystia and that its withering was indeed caused by her death. Oh, sorry about that. With the prime suspect cleared, the trial came to a grinding halt. To move forward with the case, we need new leads and fresh evidence. That was exactly why we were here. Still, I could not help but recall something Professor Vidya had said back on the aircraft.
アクロポリス学院は無法地帯じゃないんだから簡単に事件が起こったりしないの。
Famous last word, huh? I glanced around instinctively, but Vidya was nowhere in sight. After the verdict, she exchanged a few words with Lizzie and then left with her for a temporary lab setup. Before she went, she flashed me a confident smile and promised a surprise. So for now, I continued on with only Vidya and Ichel. But just as we stepped into the corridor, a shrill alarm blared on repeat, echoing down the hallway. Ichel scowled, flashing her sharp little fangs as she looked around in annoyance. Just then, Doris, who had been following close behind, rushed forward and quickly disabled the alarm at the corridor entrance. Since Lizzie had left with Frithia, we would ask Doris to assist with the side investigation.
ごめんなさい。
What triggered the alarm?
このフロアの安全装置が作動しちゃったんです。出
Oh,
入りする人をスキャンして危険な武器と道具を感知したら
okay,
鳴り出すんです。
understandable. Doris wore an uneasy, almost apologetic look. Vidya and I exchanged an awkward glance. I cleared my throat and turned back to Doris. As security specialists, it's reasonable for us to carry a few protective tools, wouldn't you?
はい、もちろんです。
Wouldn't you say? Yeah, there you go. I forgot to say the say. She nodded rapidly, clearly flustered.
ついてきてください。先生の研究室はこちらになります。
As at the mention of Mistia, Doris' mood visibly sank. Ichel had already evaluated Doris' grief, and by all appearance, it was genuine. For someone not great at socializing, Ichel's instincts were razor sharp. She could read people better than most. Still, we could not rule Doris out. Real grief or not, she was the one who found the body first.
分析員さん、あの安全装置がずっと稼働していたのなら、外から武器をこのフロアに持ち込めないということになりますよね。
Vidya, who had been deep in thought since the alarm went off, turned to me.
つまり、凶器は元からこのフロアにあったものなんでしょうか。
Exactly. And because of that same system, the killer could not sneak it back out, so they likely left it behind. Back at the Hall of Truth, we'd only been given preliminary version of the investigation report. It mentioned the victim had been stabbed with a sharp object, but the exact murder weapon still had not been identified. That was likely to be one of the focuses in this investigation. Soon we reached the lab entrance. On our way down the corridor, I caught a glimpse of the floor emergency exit map. There were 3 labs on this level: Titan Science, Quantum Science, and Life Science. Tia, Lizzie's advisor, had been head of the Quantum Science lab. These are the only 3 labs on this floor?
はい。
She stopped in front of the Quantum Science lab and pulled out her ID card.
待ってください。このドア、確か証言で。邪魔されたくないから、先生が施錠したのかと思って、先生に通信をかけたり、メッセを送ってみたりしました。だから警備の方を呼んで。はい。確かに今朝、警備の方にドアを開けてもらいました。でもその後、すぐに新しいドアに交換されました。
Okay. That's a remarkably fast turnaround.
それに。
With a soft beep, the door slid open as Doris swiped her card. What greeted us inside was unsettling pristine.
これって現場がきれいさっぱり清掃されちゃってますよ。
So how do we... Huh.
おー、イチェルの部屋よりも綺麗だぞ。
Your room's never really that messy. I tidied it up behind your back all the time. Suppressing the urge to say that out loud, I turned toward Doris, frowning.
それは。
She fought to keep her voice steady, grief flickering behind her eyes.
先生が亡くなりましたが、研究を止めるわけにはいかないので、だからすぐに研究が再開できるように、昼前に学院が急ぎで現場の清掃を行いました。もちろん清掃の前にこのフロアの環境はすべてスキャンされてデータとして保存されました。端末からアクセスすればいつでも現場を復元できますので、調査には影響しません。
Really? Her answer is my concern. Tao's intel had already raised more than a few red flags. Whatever lay behind Mystia's death, I could not help but suspect it would somehow lead to Eda.
それからエッタの件でいろいろ助かるかもしれないから。
The fact that Mystia was killed right as I arrived, it felt way too convenient to be a coincidence. And if we'd found the crime scene completely wiped clean before our investigation had even begun, it would have looked a lot like a cover-up, one orchestrated from the very top. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. I took a breath, collected my thoughts and scanned the room. Before we pull up the case file, let's do a basic sweep of the lab.
分析員さん、ここの捜査は私に任せてください。
Pushing up her glasses with quiet confidence, Vidya walked straight to the lab bench, all focus. I remembered what she said on the aircraft about sharpening her detective skill with mystery novels. Now she finally had a chance to put them to use. Alright then, I'll let her take point this time. I'll back her up.
僕も手伝うぞ。怪しいものを探せばいいんだよね。
Everyone had something to do, and of course, I wasn't about to just stand around. I moved over to Vidya's side, ready to help with the search.
分析員さん、これを見てください。
She already found something. Waving a slim booklet in her hand, she passed it over. A day planner?
はい。被害者の昨日のスケジュールです。
She let it open in front of me. June 15 meetings 8 a.m. Doris. 8:30 a.m. Maon. 11 a.m. Neon. 5 p.m. Doris. 7 p.m. Lizzie. Two names stood out. Ones we had not encountered before. Maon and Neon. Who are they?
マオさんとネオンさんはうちの先生と同格で、それぞれタイタン物質開発研究室と生命科学研究室の責任者です。
Did Mystia ever mention what those meetings were about?
そこまではちょっと。先生でもこの前先生がいなくなったのと関係あるんじゃないかとは思います。
Disappearance?
はい。実はこの前先生は誰にも言わず急にどこかへ行って一時
Something
期
to do
音
with her
信不通になっていたのです。
This is the first time we know that. She had been gone for a while, totally off the grid. Only okay.
こんなことになるなんて。
Something happened when she left off, I
分
guess.
析員さん、彼女が失踪していたのは身の危険を感じたからでは。
Must be. I nodded. Vidya and I clearly thinking along the same lines. Maybe Mystia had sensed danger and went into hiding to protect herself. But then, why come back, knowing the risk? Was it to help me?
それからエッタの件でいろいろ助かるかもしれない。
Oh, well, that's like 3 times we replayed that conversation. If that's true, then I owe it to her to uncover the truth, no matter what it takes.
分析。
Ichel lively voice jolted me from my thoughts. What is it? Did you find something, Ichel?
イチェル全部見てきたぞ。これが一番怪しいと思った。
What is it? She pointed at a large crate sitting on one of the tables. It gives off a faint glow with a giant exclamation mark painted across the front, practically shouting danger. Oh, that one? Okay. Truth to be told, I noticed it the moment we entered the lab, but it looked so obviously suspicious, so I figured it could not possibly be relevant, so I left it for later. But now that Ichel had brought it up, I figured I might as well take a closer look. Miss Doris, do you know anything about this crate?
はい。
Metamorph
こちら
Curious.
はマーベルズ保存用の金庫です。
Metamorph Curious?
ええ、木が出現してから見られるようになった不思議な性質を持つもののことです。それぞれの課題以外に行っている最も大事な研究がマーベルズに関する研究です。
The tree.
はい。つまり世界に異変をもたらした数年前、フィロゾアのデンドロンは近くに存在するものに変異を
Supernatural
しか
abilities.
もその変異はデンドロンに近づけば近づくほど
The more likely
頻繁
the
に特殊
transformation.
な力を付与されたもののことを
Metamorph Curious.
学院はマーベルズと呼んで
And full exclusive
量子科学分野に関わりそうなマーベルズは
for further analysis. Are these changes permanent?
いえ、変異は一時的なものでデンドロンからしばらく離れると溶けるのです。
Ah.
それから木から離れれば離れるほど変異の消える速度は速くなります。
There's no method that can stop them from. Okay. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. I could only imagine the chaos if this object with power like that were to spread unchecked across the world. Still, I could not help but wondering, was this phenomenon unique to the tree in Philosia? Or did all trees out there carry the same hidden potential just waiting to awaken?
事件現場にこんなものがありましたか。この事件、急に本格ミステリーから変革になっちゃいましたね。まあ、生命草が出てきたところで本格とは言えなくなりましたが。
Vidya adjusted her glasses with a hint of wonder, but the next moment her sharp gaze suddenly snapped toward Doris.
では、もう一つお聞きしたいのですが、その箱に入っていたマーベルズは何ですか？研究に用いられるものでしたら、金庫から出した後、少しの間であれば変異を、というか、特殊能力を保てるということですね。今日入ってるマーベルズは、
Rice
炊
cooker.
飯器ですね。炊飯器？
Vidya freshly adjusted glasses nearly slipped down her nose.
はい。登録番号 YX332 炊飯器。強烈な吸引力を
Is
持
that
つマーベ
a
ル
powerful
ズで
suction effect on nearby
起動
items?
すると周辺1メートルにある
Store
も
them
のを
inside,
全
okay.
て吸い込みの対象は無生物限定
Inanimated
で
object.
物の大きさなどを無視します。変異が解けると
Okay, if something like that were ever developed on the battlefield, I shook the thought from my mind and refocused. Vidya press on.
登録番号 YX332？ 確か生命草の登録番号は YXS9543 で、もしかしてその生命草もマーベルスなんですか？アクロポリス学院。
Ah.
違います。そんなの登録番号についてる YX はマーベルス、 YXS は発生仕様を意味します。生命草はマーベルズの研究で得た副産物と言いますか。
Okay.
とにかく学院は生体実験なんて恐ろしいことだけを。なるほど、理解しました。
These curios could not be used on a large scale, but the Acropolis had still managed to extract valuable technologies through studying them. Still, something Doris had said earlier stuck in my mind. Miss Doris, you mentioned that the rice cooker was today's item. Does that mean the contents of this case are swapped out daily?
はい。研究で使うと変異を失うので、使用済みのマーベルズは汚染エリアの研究基地に
Contaminated
送り返
section,
され、
okay.
そこでもう一度汚染にさらして変異を回復させるんです。
Okay guys, sorry. I've been holding it back, my second toilet run. So I'll be just right back. Right. Sorry about that. Let's continue. So they are deliberately sending objects into the contaminated section to let them absorb Titagen contamination and then retrieving them for study. It's hard to know what to make of that. Ever since the trees first appeared, excuse me, a race in tree-focused research had been ongoing all over the world, and Yggdrasil had certainly been part of that race as well. At least the Acropolis limited itself to working with non-living matter. That much stayed within ethical bounds. So what's the transport procedure for the curious? When do they usually arrive and depart?
決まった移送時刻はだいたい毎朝の9時ですね。そこで移送作業は全部タイタン物質開発研究室が担当しています。
Okay.
マーベルズが現れたのもそこの皆さんのおかげですから。
I see. The Life Science Lab, the Titan Science Lab, both were now the key targets in our investigation. Suddenly, the corridor alarm bled to life again.
なんだこれは。ああ、フロアの空気ですね。フリティア先輩、もしかして何かヤバいもの持ってる？ああ、そうなんだ。まあ、細かいことは気にしないでよ。つまりは、持ってるよ。昔の私も理事みたいに学問一筋だったけど、ユードラシルに入ってからは百戦錬磨なんだから、ちょっとだけ危ないものを持ち歩いててもおかしくないでしょ。
That's true. The voices were getting closer, and before long, they reached the lab entrance.
分析員、来たよ。一番大事な捜査段階に乗り遅れてないよね。
You are just in time. Did you run all the way here? You are holding up okay?
安心しなって。今のフリティア先生はドトウに着替えてるから、ちょっと走っただけじゃ全然問題ないよ。私もいるよ、分析員お兄ちゃん。
Lizzie. Hearing the energy back in her voice, I let out a quiet sigh of relief. But then a completely unexpected voice chimed in.
私もいますよ、分析員お兄ちゃん。
What the hell? Huh? Achel. What is that thing? I rubbed my eyes, Vidya and Achel clutching my arms on either side. And there, following behind Frithia and Lizzie was a... Okay, I had no idea what that thing was. Frithia stood tall with her hands on her hips, chest puffed out, and let out a smug little hum through her nose.
気づいた？びっくりしたでしょ？フリティア先生と理事が一緒に開発した。はじめまして、自動販売機の自販機です。
自動販機。
違う。もう自販機じゃなくなったからね。何か飲みませんか？言っておきますが、は絶対にないですからね。
What did you say?
ちょっと待って。変だな。自販機のプログラムは消したはずなのに。分析員？違うからね。確かに自販機だったけど、時間がなかったから身近なものから改造するしかなかったの。
Okay.
だが、もう自販機とは全くの別物になっているからね。1000万件もの判例を入れて AI システムまで書き換えて、
Okay.
完全そうフリティア先輩すっごく天才な名前を付けましたよね。
Hit it. What's his name?
そんな宇宙一激烈スーパー有能何でも解明、真実はいつも一つ、それを見つけてみせる自動調査機。
Why am I not surprised? I know, right? Lizzie rushed through the absurd name in one breath and then gasped for air, as her bright, excited voice suddenly caught with a waver of sorrow and determination.
これで真実を見つけよう。
Aww.
先生を。
She just coping. She not coping, more like she just, you know, her mind kinda protect her, you know, in like that bright and exciting way, so that her sadness didn't consume all of her.
殺した真犯人をね。
Don't worry, we are already on that path. I offered her a steady reassurance. She clenched her fist and nodded with quiet resolve.
それじゃあ宇宙一激烈スーパー有能5本とにかくなんとか調査機の使い方を今から説明するね
She don't even remember it. Despite being the one who named it, Vidya clearly had not committed the whole mouthful to memory. She stumbled halfway through.
判例を AI にいっぱいぶち込んだ上で学院から事件現場の環境データをダウンロードしてきたよ。だから分析員は自販機の投影するホログラムから自由自在に現場を調査できるんだ。
Okay.
それから現場を投影で再現するとき、私が作ったプログラムは分析の補助をしたり、よく調べた方がいいところをまるで囲んだりするの。AI が事件に関する重大な手がかりを見つけたら赤文字の印を置くようになってるんだ。ま、説明するだけじゃわからないよね。簡単だからまず自分で試してみて。
As she spoke, Vidya gave the detective bot a few encouraging pats.
自動調査機調査モード起動。カチャリプログラム起動中です。君もきっと誰かのお日様ポカポカヘッド。違う報告を流さなくていいから早く調査モードになって。プログラムを起動する前に広告を流すのは私の基本設定になっております。
Premium membership.
広告を飛ばすにはメンバーシップに加入してください。初期化するときにシステムの基本設定を変え忘れたみたいでとりあえずこれで我慢するしかないね。後で時間が取れたらプログラムを書き直すから。
分析員さん、本当に使っても
well.
大丈夫ですか？
While Vidya busied herself fiddling with the bot interface, Vidya leaned in and tugged gently at my sleeve.
分析イチェル
No.
ポカポカエットが飲みたい。
Nope. At the same time, Ichel tugged on my jacket from the other side. I'll get you some later, Ichel. I gave her a gentle pat on the head, then turned back to Vidya. Let's put our faith in Vidya and Lizzie. Yeah, it looks a bit sketchy, but something tells me it's going to help us more than we expected. More than expect, okay. After about 15 seconds, just long enough for the ad to finish, the robot finally booted up properly.
カチャリ調査モードロード中。環境データを読み込みます。量子科学研究室。
Start investigation. Oh! Investigation started.
おー、なんか出た。
Oh shit!
でもこの投影、今とあんまり変わらないような。
これは私が特別に設計した見比べ調査モードだよ。怪しいなと思ったところ、こうして指でポチッと押せば事件当時の情報が出てくるんだよ。
This kind of reminds me of some game. Oh, you know what? The click and the hide and not hide and seek. It's more like the mystery game where you need to. There's like a scene in front of you. Then you need to click some of the stuff. All right, let's give it a try.
ここも調べられるのか？ポチポチポチポチ。
A photo projection popped up as Ichel eagerly poked the screen with her finger. Hello, Mike Tyson. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well, man. Welcome to my channel. Yo to you too, man. Yo to you too. Mike Tyson, eh?
暴れたような痕跡って被害者は無抵抗に殺されたわけじゃないってことですね。
I'm currently playing Snowbreak. Hello, Osh. Nice to know, man. Nice to know. Yep. Welcome to Snowbreak. I mean, yeah, I also play Snowbreak. So yeah, welcome, man. Welcome, fellow Ejatan. Welcome. You're thinking, okay. Resist at all, okay.
でもおかしいですね。地面にはそんなに血痕がついてませんよ。
What's so special though? What special? I don't know. Shooting end? You mean Snowbreak? It's shooting and fan service, basically. Yeah, it's a third-person shooter RPG with fan service, a lot of it. There's barely any blood on the floor. Okay.
それに被害者の傷からすると現場が綺麗すぎます。何か特別なもので清掃したんですかね。
それはないと思うよ。
No
現場
biological
には
solvents
有
or
機溶
cleanup
剤を
agents
使った
detected at
痕
scene.
跡が見当たらなかったし。
Okay. Slight scuff mark indicating struggle and unusually clean floor have been logged as potentially relevant evidence.
ポチポチ。
Oh, already.
被
Okay.
害者はでもおかしい。地面にそれに
それはないと。
Okay. Right. To stabilize the volatile property of quantum type curios, this storage unit is reinforced with advanced isolation technology. Items stored within retain their anomalous properties with minimal decay. Note: stored item on June 14, ID YX332 rice cooker. Stored item on June 15, ID YX111 observer blade. Removed and transferred on June 16 at 9 AM. Huh. For detailed anomaly data on ID YX111 observer's blade and ID YX332 rice cooker, please consult the respective lab's lead researcher or an authorized staff member. If unavailable, contact the Titan Science Lab supervisor.
登録番号 YX111 の観測の刃ですね。この
それは私に
よくわからない。
ビディアさん、急にそんな怖い話し方 やめてください。嘘じゃないんです。私ただの平研究員ですから。
You are way too
マ
nervous.
ーベルズなら何でも知ってるわけじゃ。大体の研究は先生一人です。でもタイタン物質開発研究室の方に完成したマーベルズの研究報告書は。
Miss Doris, mind if I ask something as well?
どうぞ。
How exactly is this case opened?
金庫ならパスワードで解錠するか自動。
Automatically?
はい。研
The
究また
auto
は
unlocks
移送の
twice a
時間
day.
帯になると自動的に解錠するように設定。
Transfer window.
研究をする時間帯は毎日午前
2 PM
10
to
時から
4
12
PM.
時午後2時から4時の間
Okay.
で、移送の場合は毎日午前9時から9時10分。その時間帯以外での解錠はパスワードが必要です。
Someone who knows the password. And who knows the password?
パスワードを知っているのは金庫の管理責任者だけです。
As you can see, I am a WoWa fan. I play Snowbreak 30 minutes without any reason. Maybe I'll ask you again after you have played for an hour. No, you can ask now if you want. What do you want to ask though? Yeah, just hit it. I've been playing for like 2 hours and 40 minutes. After this one, I'm going to wrap up the stream and continue tomorrow. So yeah, you can ask anyway. How the game? Oh, okay, so the game's basically like as you can see, it's a visual novel. It's a third-person shooter RPG. While if you play WoWa, it's an action RPG, but for Snowbreak is third-person shooter RPG. And the story, while it good, it also can be like a bit generic. It's dystopian world and stuff like that. So yeah. What do you want to know more about? Is it like the gameplay, the story, the end game, the gacha system, the daily grinding? What do you want to know about it?
パスワードを変えたいなら学院に申請届を出すとか大変な手続きをたくさんしないといけません。
So the gameplay, probably I'll show you after this. Basically, the gameplay you just shoot the enemy, and then you'll have like one ultimate. One you can change the operative. We call the character here operative. You can change the operative and then summon the ultimate and stuff like that. It's the same thing when you play action RPG like WoWa, of course, but it's just a shooter. That's it. Thank you, Kabuki. Thank you for the what do you call it? Advertisement, not advertisement. Shout out for our Discord server. Yeah. So aside from those brief windows, only the supervisor can open it.
はい。
ああ、そういえば確かこの金庫って中に入ってるものを写真で記録する機能があったような。昨日入ってたのは確か観測の刃だっけ。その写真確認できるんだよね。
What are the top 2 factors that influence our decision as player? Decision as players? You mean like in gameplay? That influence our decision as players. What do you mean by that? Is it like if it's like gameplay, we control our operative and what can you say? You're a business student? Yeah. I'm not doubting it. So influence, I'm not quite understand how do I need to answer that. But after this might be like some battle stuff. So after this story note. Also, it's not open world, as you can see. It's not open world. It's like stage by stage. So yeah.
金庫に入れられたマーベルズは移送するときに写真を撮ることになってるんです。マーベルズが届いた
Once when it arrives, and again when it's swapped, safeguard against theft or misplacement. Can we access the photos of the observer's blade now?
やってみるね。写真見るだけならパスワードなしでもいけるはずだし。
Last question. Okay, hit it.
あった。分析お兄ちゃん。これは今日の午前9時、マーベルズの移送前に撮った写真だね。
That's like a steak knife. The image flickered into view. A small blade-like object wrapped entirely in a pale yellow cloth. Looks like a dagger under there, but it's hard to make out any real detail. It looks like a steak knife for me, or butter knife. I'm wondering.
これってずっと布がかぶったままですか?
Vidya voiced the same thought that had crossed my mind.
これはそうなりますね。
Man, this door is a bit suspicious, man. I
マー
told
ベル
you.
ズは特殊な方法で保管しなきゃいけないケースもあるみたい。観測の刃にとって布がその方法なのかもね。
なるほど。昨日の記録も見せてもらえますか?
Within the moment, the log from 9 a.m. on June 15 appeared on screen.
待ってください。この布。
It's new cloth.
今日の写真に写ってるのと違います。布って毎日変えないといけないので。さあ。
You're always not sure about something. Dang.
先生が昔これの研究をしていた時も適当な布切れをかぶ
Two factors that influence our decision as a player as in character pools, dialogue selection. Yeah, that's why I asked. Which part of it? Is it like gameplay wise or story wise, dialogue wise or something? When Miss Tia was working on this career, she sometimes just tossed a cloth over it. Okay, whatever was nearby.
なんだか怪しいですね。
Okay, we'll get those once we speak with the Titan Risk Science Lab. Metamorph Courier Containment Case, Observer Blade 9 a.m. June 15 and Observer Blade 9 a.m. June 16 have been logged as potentially relevant evidence. Statement logged as potentially relevant testimony outside of the auto-unlock periods. Only the assigned supervisor with the password can open the Metamorph Courier Containment Case. What's that? That a robot? How does the gacha operate and are the character skill animation cool? Okay, I'm going to answer the latter. Character skill animation is very cool, but based on cool because I mean animation skill animation that's subjective, right? Other people like it, some people don't like it, but that depends on your taste. For me, I'm really loving it, and they really like embrace the fan service because you know that's the whole Snowbreak stuff. And for the gacha, they have two banner, which is one is 100% banner guarantee, no 50-50, but slightly lower lower rate, which is 0.1, I guess. And then the second banner is usual. Okay, the first 100% banner is 100 pull with 0.1 rate to get the guarantee character, but no 50-50. The second banner is a 50-50 banner. I think it's 80 pulls. It's 80 pulls, slightly higher higher drop rate, but it's a 50-50 banner. So yeah, same for the weapon. So basically, whenever there's new patch comes out, when there's new patch release, there always like 2 sets of banner comes out. 2 sets of banner are ready for you. The 100% banner and the 50-50 banner. And yeah, the basically 10 pulls equals to 1,600 digicash. Digicash is what you call you know, the crystal and stuff like that. 1 pulls is 160 digicash. So yeah, I hope that answered the question. Developed by Quantum Science Lab, this unit was designed for brain-machine interface control, allowing the user to operate it through neural signals. When linked to a dedicated transmission device, the robot can be directed purely by thought. Due to limitation in current tech and materials, mass production remains unfeasible. Status operational. Note last activation. Oh, if it last activation, this robot might be the one that killed Mistia. Last activation June 15, 5:50 PM. Remain active until battery depletion. Note, system was booted, but no record of physical movement defect detected. Ah, no physical movement detected. Okay. I know, right?
これを使えば簡単に犯行を行いますし、研究室に入らない前提
That
で
is
現
true.
場を密室にすることも可能でしょう。それに
That's a good answer.
最後に起動
Oh,
されたのは
thank you. Yeah, I'll try to be you know, as
事件
careful
が
as
起きた
possible
時と
for
近
answer.
いですね。
That lines up pretty closely with the estimate down
で
there.
すが、調査機が動いた痕跡はありませんね。そういえばフリティア先生、この調査機の起動ログ、信憑性はありますか？
一回確認したんだけど、
No signs of
伝えられた
tampering.
痕跡はなかったよ。
なら、ただその瞬間まで研究をしていただけでしょうか。被害者の死によって電源を切ることがで
Could this robot really have been used for remotely completing the murder and staging a fake crime scene? Neural control robot has been logged as potentially relevant evidence. A piece of specialized equipment used in the Quantum Science Lab. This unit directly linked to YXS-233 neural control robot. At first glance, nothing seems out of place. This equipment.
この装置で意識疎通をとってあの調査機を操作するみたい。おかしいぞ。
What is it, Ichel?
行ってみたかっただけ。
That's not helping at all, Ichel.
分析今のイチェルかっこよかっただろ。
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
ひひひひ。
Sure. Is this server? The Quantum Science Lab dedicated server unit. It runs continuously, generating steady stream of heat into the room. Nothing unusual detected before or after the incident. What other thing that I can... Okay. Oh, there you go. A potted green plant inside the lab. In this cold, sterile environment, it's the only thing offering a hint of life, a quiet sense of comfort. Nothing unusual detected before or after the incident. Oh, there you go.
分析員さん、被害者の遺体
Oh,
は
okay.
ここにありましたね。発見時、この椅子に座って機材の場所に突っ伏していたようです。どうやら審理長で説明された通り。
So that's why the case was classified as a locked room murder. Even when first saw the crime scene photos, something fell off. There's more than one button here, isn't there?
ボタンの役目も調べておいたよ。左から
Knockout gas,
麻酔ガス
lockdown.
ドアロック、 被害者の指が置いていたのは麻酔ガスとドアロックの一括ボタンだね。
The game's good, but I still have no motivation to play as a beginner. Well, yeah, that's also when I first start play. I feel like, nah, it's the same thing. But, you know, when the fan service patch comes around, and then, you know, they release 100% banner, I was like, okay. And also, the story once you pass, you know, once you pass like chapter 9 or 10, the story become good. Yeah, I did say chapter 9, 10, but even before that, the story per chapter are quite short, not that long at all. So yeah, but depends though. It depends on you. You could try the story, just playing the story and stuff. Starting from chapter 11, the story become quite good.
これを押せば2つの安全装置が同時に作動するってわけ。
Also, the fan service stuff, you know, the fan service dialogue didn't start until like chapter 12, you know, chapter 11, something like that. Yeah, interesting.
密室を解く鍵はこのボタンと関係があるのでしょうか。やっぱり拉致が開きませんね。
Something missing?
ここにもう少し情報があるよ。こっちを見てみて。
Victim report. Name Tia, time of death June 15, 6:12 p.m. Updated. The victim was found slumped over a workstation located approximately, oh my god, I cannot read. Approximately 5 meters from the security door. Her fingers resting on the concealed emergency button. Found deep stab wounds to the chest were found. Why can I not read, man? Is it because of the white background? 4 deep stab wounds to the chest were found. The lungs and heart were severely damaged. Cause of death, internal trauma and massive blood loss. Forensics confirmed that wounds match a specialized dissection scalpel found at the scene. Scalpel is not the observer blade. The scalpel is believed to be the murder weapon. Aside from the wounds and bloodstains on her clothing, no significant blood traces were found at the scene. Do you believe F2P like me can possess strong character? If you, yes, you can. If you keep playing the event within certain, you know, so there's like a multiple mode, like multiple event gameplay that you can do every patch. So basically, you need to actually, how do I say this? Second anniversary is coming, I think in a few months. And usually they give like one free selector or something like that. Like for the first anniversary last year, they give one free character selector and one free weapon selector. That's how I managed to fill in all of my operative. I technically said I have all of the operative now. But for you, I might as well say that just invest on the upcoming character. Something like that, yeah. So basically, you need to actually play the end game. The end game gives you a lot of currency, the premium currency that you need to actually pull the character. So yeah, you can though. You just have to be grinding, as like other gacha games. That scalpel, was it standard equipment in this lab? They are the only one who used that time. So the murder weapon originated from the life science lab.
そうだけど、生命犬の人に聞いてみたら、誰かにこっそり持ち出されたかもって言ってたわ。
How convenient.
こっそり持ち出されたですか？メスの出所は後で生命科学研究室に詳しく聞。
Between the buttons and the scalpel, a few other things in this report also stood out. Victim reports and emergency button have been logged as potentially relevant evidence. Statement logged as potentially relevant testimony. The scalpel found at the scene originated from the life science lab. You like my attitude? Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. It's just me though. I mean, I'm not really people who who deserve that praise. It's just me. It's me being me. That's it. After wrapping up the crime scene investigation, I noticed Vidya standing still, her eyes unfocused, clearly deep in thought. Vidya, did something click?
分析員さん、さっきから明らかに変なものがあると思います。
Okay. Yeah, I've been feeling it too. I already had my suspicion. The question was, had Vidya picked up on the same thing? Okay, is it the blood? Yeah, because the report says the victim lost a lot of blood, but for some reason, how can like the blood all been clean? Is it the blood? Yes.
そうです。血痕です。
I know, right?
違和感があったの、まさにそれです。被害者にも現場にも血痕
Yeah,
が
that's
少
far
なす
too
ぎます。
little. But that's true though, because the report said the victim died because of internal injuries and loss of blood. That means there's supposed to be a lot of bloods in the crime scene.
やっぱりおかしいですよ。普通なら刺された箇所から血が大量に噴き出るはずですから。
Arterial spray. Yeah, splatter pattern, something. That's true.
なのに現場と被害者にも血痕が少なすぎます。
Which
わ
means
かりました。分析員さん。つまり
okay, this can only mean one thing.
あの傷は死後にできたものです。
Those stab wounds, they were inflicted after the victim had already died. That's actually pretty smart. Huh. That's actually pretty smart. That's cool. That's new. Explain the games in cautious manner without being Genshi-lit. What is Genshi-lit? Yeah, Genshi-lit. What's Genshi-lit? Is it like Genshin? Genshin-lit? I don't know that term. Yeah, I mean, I play like 4 games. I like boobs too. Thank you very much. we have the same mindset. So yeah, I mean I play Honkai Impact. I play Snowbreak. I play Punishing Raven, Aether Gazer, Heaven Straight, and Black Beacon. So I cannot afford to choose which one is better than the other. Like every other game have its own advantage and disadvantages, and not most of them are subjective, but a lot of them are more like preference to, you know, preference to the player itself. Like, do you like this system? Do you like this gameplay and stuff like that? So yeah. So it's not it's not in my, you know, it's not in my conscience to actually say, oh, this game sucks. This game doesn't have like the same system as this other game. So yeah, it's not like that. I don't know what Genshin though. So yeah, if you can enlighten me what Genshin is. Those step wounds, okay.
死後、心臓が止まるので刺されても血液が噴き出すことはありません。
No matter how deep the step wound, it won't spurt out. Okay.
被害者の死因は他にあると思います。
That's true. Must be poison or something. Oh, there you go. Man, that took a while, to be honest. Progress 4. Okay, no. I thought we were gonna fight something. But it's another story, so I have to wrap the stream for tonight and continue it tomorrow. That's Monica for Genshin. Monica, I see. Okay. So yeah, before, I don't know what Monica is. Sorry though. Sorry. I am like boomer in this kind of thing. I don't know like any like the trendy word Monica, Genshin and thing. So yeah, and believe it or not, I am in my 30s. So yeah. I don't really know what's the trendy word is all about. Let me show you some of the battle though, because I did say I want to show you. Operative Supreme Battleground. Yeah, let's fight some bosses. Why not? But can I fight it with? No, okay, never mind. Mostly boop. Yep, mostly boop. That's true. Alright, you know what? Let's go play at the research station. Let's show you some of the character that is recently released. This character. Holy shit, okay. Man of culture, boobs, that's true. So this is basically this is, you know, the actual oh shit. Oh sorry. So you can dodge, and then you have your skill. So different character, different skill, of course. You have this character, this is her skill. And then you have this character that using pistol. Oh, that's it. That outfit looks crazy. Yeah, it's not outfit though. It's just it's the default skin. Yeah. To be honest, I don't have any outfit because I don't really spend on gacha game that much. I only spend for the monthly, the monthly, what do you call it? The monthly pass to get the, you know, to get the stuff. Okay, I've shown you already. So yeah. So this is the character, we call it operative here. I have I have all of them. Usually, right? So basically, when the game first started 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, they have this vision that the game is not fan service, and this is the first. I mean, you played like the first 30 minutes, right? So this one doesn't scream fan servicey because yes, when they first comes out, when the game first comes out, they don't have fan service in their mind for this game. They just want to make like a proper tactical shooter, you know, this kind of style, you know. It's not fan service at all. This thing and this. Well, this one is a summer outfit, so yeah. Okay, this one. And then the 5-star character. Where is it? The 5-star character. Yep, this one. This is also when the first 5-star character. Yeah, and then when they continue doing this, right? They realize that they haven't gathered that many players. They haven't get like a lot of revenue to continue the game, and you know, in this gacha space, there are a lot of competitors out there, and their game. The only unique about this game is, you know, tactical shooter RPG, third-person shooter, that something like that. But then on one patch, they release this character. This is when they start doing the fan service thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you, Tess? This character. And this is the first character that paved the way for the EOS. So basically, they avoid EOS by releasing this character. This is the first ever fan service character that they release, which is, you know, totally fan service. I can't even show the outfit because she has a lot of outfit, but because of the censorship, you know, the China government gave to this game, so I cannot show the outfit that I didn't have. And then after that, they release the most popular character at that time, which is Blue Bolt. This character. Yeah. Now you see why. And then you can have this. Holy shit, bro. And then she also have this one. Yeah, there's a little. She look gorgeous, mate. Yep, she look gorgeous. And then you have this character. And then you have this character. This is the new character. This is last patch character. I got her. And this one is also last patch character. I did say censorship. If you did, so basically, how I there's like a way to uncensor uncensor the censorship. If you play the game right now and it's censored, you have to do something, you know, something in the file that you need to edit, and then it become uncensored. There's like one way, the easy way. So yeah. And then you have this kind of character and stuff like that. So yeah. Also, there's like skin that is now available. Okay, this is the character. Yeah, that's the skin. This is the skin. Pool Patrol. Dang, that's nice. Can I check? There you go. Yep. Vidya. Full Bloom. Oh my goodness. Can I not? I'm sorry. Alright, let's see. Oh my goodness. Yep, okay, sorry about that. Right, so yeah, that's all for the, you know, Snowbreak shield. Right, it's already like past. Which was censored? There's a lot of things censored if you didn't edit, if you didn't edit like some of the file in the game folder. So I could tell you, but you know, being like it's open. So basically, there's like one file I forgot. You can look up on Google how to uncensor Snowbreak. That's like the first result will be there. So yeah, do not worry. The way is, if you want to uncensor it, it's so easy. Even my late grandmother can do it. Dang. Right. Okay. Wait. What other thing that I miss here? Oh, okay. So manifestation. Hands. Are there like any other character that okay, never mind. Right, there you go. Okay, let's bring you guys back to intermission. And let me mute. Okay, so yeah, yep, that's all for today. It's already like past 2 hours and 42 minutes. Yeah, I'm usually, you know, if it's weekday, I usually stop my stream at 2 hours mark, but I didn't expect the story, which is a murder mystery, which is my favorite, will take a lot longer than I expected. So yeah, CC story, yeah, I mean, if you pull a lot of dupe, you could get that, but to be honest, I don't use that character anymore. That's also is like 4-star character, equal like, you know, as equal 4-star character. So yeah, tomorrow we will be continuing this, and I think I will be streaming early tomorrow, just because I see this, you know, the story is a bit longer than usual, so I think I probably start stream early, which is 1 hour, probably 1 hour early, and then probably like late at night, and probably doing a longer stream tomorrow just to finish the story if I can. If not, I will continue it on Sunday, and because, you know, because next week I will take a whole week break. So yeah. And on Saturday we are going to continue with Heaven Burns Red Chapter 4 Part 2, finally, Day 1. And probably like be a longer stream or something. You will come back tomorrow. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, and I guess that's all for tonight then. The story itself, murder mystery, I think it's really like, I love true crime. I love mystery, I love true crime and stuff like that. So this is really my place right here. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in. Thank you Mike Tyson. Thank you Kabuki. Thank you Joy Boy. And thank you Jijas for coming in and, you know, stay with me and experience the story with me. And for those who are watching the VOD, thank you for your time too, and appreciate your views and stuff like that. If you want more content from me, I also play Honkai Impact, Punishing the Raven, Aether Gazer, Black Beacon, and Heaven Burns Red. And if you want more content from me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, so you will know when my stream is up. if you like my content, don't forget to leave a like, and if you don't like it, leave a dislike. And if you have any comment about if you have any discussion about the story that we just go through, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And also, don't forget to join our Discord server. The link in the description. The link in the description below. We try to create a wholesome community gacha. The wholesome gacha community. There you go. The wholesome gacha game community, which is, a lie. We cannot do that actually. But we'll try. So yeah, I guess that's all for today. This has been Chaos New Type. Hope you guys have a good day or a good night. Sleep well, stay safe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.